Hello students, welcome back to the retail management class. In the last class we discussed about what do you mean by retail, retailer, retailing, and various drivers for the what to call the retail sector. What are the functions of the retail business, isn't it? So in first unit actually we covered various what to call the basic concepts of the retailing. Now we are going to understand about exclusively the retail sector and its impact in case of India, and as well as what we call throughout the world has been taken. So let us take the retail sector in India. As I already told you many times, in India retail sector is completely unorganized. Only few business organizations are there. Of late actually they have started the business, like a futures group, big bazaars, pantaloons, isn't it? So these are some of the markets, retailers which will be considered as organized, and most of the retail businesses activities whatever takes in India are completely unorganized. Unorganized in the sense means most of them are tax evaders, understand? Like mom and pop kind of what you call the shops would be there, small barber shops would be there, understand? Tea sellers would be there, so hawkers would be there. So these people are considered as what you call doing retail activities only, falls under unorganized sector, understand? Slowly what is happening in India also, the retailing sector has been picking up because of what you called in India also the income levels have been increasing. Both wife and husband started working, understand? Income levels have been increased, and when both are going to be busy they are unable to find the time for shopping. Now they are preferring those kinds of what you called facilities which actually makes them to avail without stepping out from their homes, understand? Like online retailings, understand? Amazon, Flipkart, okay? So such a way what is happening slowly, if you consider the Indian scenario has been you know consistently changing as far as the retail sector is concerned. So let us discuss various aspects regarding what we call the retail activities, especially in India is concerned. Okay. So as I told you, retail in India is completely or is largely unorganized. Understand? Most of the people don't pay taxes. As you all know that for the people of a country to get facilities, what is required? Income is required. So how do the government is going to get that income? Through the taxes. Many of the businesses which falls under retail sector evades the tax, but still they will be performing the businesses, they will be earning, understand? There is no integrated supply chain. So what are the stakeholders under the integrated supply chain? Right from the producer or as a manufacturer, intermediately who will be there, wholesalers would be there. Now from the wholesalers the products are going to reach to the retailer, and as well as what to call finally it reaches to the end customer. The chain of participants in a specialized manner, it's not possible to find in India in most of the retail businesses are concerned, understand? So what to call that, there is no integrated supply chain. Integrated means connecting. Sometimes what happens, the businessman will be getting the products directly from the manufacturer, or else what you call the customers itself sometimes going to get the products from the directly manufacturer. Those kinds of things are also happening nowadays. Food sale retailing is high, about to surpass by non-food retailing. As far as the Indian retail sector is concerned, since beginning the retail activities which are related to food are occupied in a first position. They do the much more business. You will be observing, if you go on to the any busiest road, more what you call people will be selling so many variety kinds of food items. You will find hotels, understand? The people who are selling different kinds of snacks like samosa, all these things. Okay, but slowly the position has been going to replace by a one more sector which is quite opposite to the food sector. Okay, non-food retailing. But overall, the retail sector is concerned, it is going to showcase 13% of what you call growth as far as the GDP is concerned, gross domestic product. This is one of the measure, actually the country's richness will be measured. So almost 13% of what you call the retail business is going to impact what you call the GDP. Overall GDP is concerned, 13% of the GDP would be of retail sector. As I already told you, unaccounted retailers are there, like tea sellers would be there, snack centers would be there, barber shops would be there. These people will not pay the what you call the taxes. They fall under what you call the unorganized retailing activities. Overall, what you can say, in India, the retailing business is also picking up, especially this 21st century is concerned. Okay. So as far as the organized retailing in India is concerned, we can have a very much less percentage of what we call organized retailing in India, like Futures Group. What is there? Big Bazaar is there. Okay. And pantaloons companies are there. These are few of the what you call the retailers. More is there, supermarkets, and here in this region you can find what you call heritage kind of supermarkets. So this falls under what you call organized sector. If you go to North India, you will find Vishal Marts in Hyderabad also. They recently opened what you call various supermarkets, and Adani markets you find in Gujarat. Understand? You will be, here and there listening his name Adani and as well as Reliance Ambani, isn't it? So in few kinds of situations. So if you go to that part of India, northern part of India, these people are famous. Okay. So what you can say represents small fraction of total retail market. Strictly speaking, organized retailing is almost in the starting stage in India is concerned. Modern retail formats are showing robust growth as several retail chains has established a base in metropolitan cities. You will know very well of late in Hyderabad itself, a metropolitan city, cosmopolitan cities. So these are the ratings of the city based upon the amenities, facilities, what you call the citizens finds. Okay. Now you will be observing so many people are there, opening up their supermarkets, isn't it? And entering into what you called this retail unit. Exclusive garment sellers are there, exclusive what you call food sellers are there, food chains are there. Okay. Let us take Paradise, chains of hotels are there. Hyderabad biryani, isn't it? So these are all nothing but what few of the retail sectors slowly what you call becoming organized. As you all know that few kinds of restaurants are there in Hyderabad. As per my knowledge, they export the delicious biryani to some what you call Middle East countries. That kind of fame also they got. So as you know very well, most of the time the retail chains are going to open in what you call good cities where they can find good business, like metro cities will be there, cosmopolitan cities would be there, 3-tier cities would be there, 2-tier cities would be there. where actually the people are having more expenditure power, more employees are there, more income levels are there, more business what you call men are there. Space and rentals are proving to be the biggest and constraint, since big retailers look for prime locations. Space and rentals are proving to be the biggest constraint, since big retailers look for prime locations. So in big cities like Hyderabad, Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, if wants to open a retail chain outlet, what is required? They look forward a good location, prime location, where one can find, population, congregation of the people. So, what are the main determinants? So, what is there? Space and rentals are going to be biggest constraints. In urban India, families are experiencing growth in income but dearth of time. As far as what you call the retail outlets are concerned, space rentals are the determinants. But as far as what you call the consumers are concerned, one encouraging point is that nowadays what is happening, both wife and husband started earning. So because of this, they what you call becoming lack of time, dearth of time. Hence, they are looking forward those retail units which can provide that extra what you call added advantage to their what you call shopping. So because of that, what is happening? Demand for frozen food, instant and ready to cook and eat food has been on the rise. So because of non-availability of time, these busy people are looking forward other alternatives like frozen food would be there, which can be what you call kept in the refrigerator. After that, you can consume, isn't it? And instant and ready to cook. So kisan, isn't it? Few kinds of what you call items are there. Immediately, just by opening and pouring into the boiled water, you can have the food. Like Maggie is there. Okay, what you call this one as ready to cook or sometimes ready to eat food also available. One-stop shops like supermarkets and department stores trending. So because of these customers' problems, what is happening? They are looking forward a one-shop stop, so that immediately they can fulfill all their needs. The best options are going to be either having supermarkets or departmental stores. Strong resistant to FDI in retail from small traders. What in FDI? Foreign direct investment. The people who are doing retail business in India, they are showing, negativity towards inviting what you call foreign direct investment to Indian, economic sector, because they feel that if the foreign companies have been invited, they lose their ground. Because of that only, you find in India less encouragement from the government also. But few companies are entered in India with a lot more restrictions. So what are there? With restricted mode, only foreign companies entering into India are joint ventures. So what is the best example? Total Healthcare as a franchise. So McDonald's, Pizza Hut, these are all known as franchise as a licensing kind of permission. So Mark and Spencer's kind of what you call companies. So this is what actually picture regarding organized retailing in India is concerned. So you find only less percentage of retail sector as organized in India. Slowly it's picking up because the consumers becoming more busy, they becoming lack of time. Okay, they are looking forward so many other alternatives in terms of food, in terms of other what you call the service point of things are concerned. Okay. Now these are the few of the trends which are slowly emerging in India especially organized retailing is concerned. What do you mean by trend? A trend is nothing but a long-term change, a long-term movement, a long-term growth, positively if you speak. Trial and error kind of trend, efficient buying. So under that increasing importance of supermarkets and discount stores, ease of shopping and customized services, emergence of wholesale clubs, hypermarkets, biggest crowd pullers, and finally e-retailing. These are the few considerable trends as far as what we call Indian retailing sector is concerned. Okay, let us discuss one by one all these things. The first one is a trial and error. Difficult to decide which format suits, depends on customers' reception and market variety. So as you all know that Indian customer is the toughest customer. Few of them are what called looking at the quality of the product, few of them look at the price of the product, few of them look forward other what you call the features in the product. In a nutshell, to decide only these kinds of retail business will suits to the what you call these people, it's going to be very very difficult. Whether departmental kind, whether what you call supermarket style, whether hypermarket style, or else what you call whether temporary market kind of what you call style, melas, what kind of business operations are going to suits for India, it's very difficult to decide. That's why what is happening, trial and error kind of things will be taking place. They will be experimenting with variety kinds of businesses. The best example is nothing but the Pantaloons Retail India Limited. So they started a fashion station, Blue Sky, accessories regarding collection, home furnishings, and E-Zone, consumer electronics. So these many stores have been what you called opened by Pantaloons Retail India Limited itself. Earlier, Walmart, as you all know very well, that the world's biggest retailers, their business moved utter failure in China. They were hugely successful in America, but utterly failed in China. But slowly they are stepping into the India also. So they are still doing that experiment of what you call procedure, which kind of model suits for the Indian consumers. This is the latest trend. Next we go for one more trend, efficient buying, increase in importance of supermarkets and discount stores. Slowly what is happening, rather than purchasing the items in what you called brick or mortar kind of shops, the shops which will be there in the street corners, people are preferring those kinds of big shopping malls. Under the single roof they want to have entertainment, they want to have more comparison, cheaper price, isn't it, quality kind of products also. Hence because of this nature, what is happening, slowly supermarket culture and other kind of what you called business models are coming. The best example is shopper stop, lifestyle retailing. Okay, so what they do, they sold apparel, accessories, home decors, gifts, all these things. So efficient buying here, what it says, increase supermarket culture facilitates great selection. Why the supermarket culture has been increasing means customers slowly understanding that in the supermarkets many more what you called product mix would be there, that facilitates them to compare, to test, and after that to come to a decision to purchase the articles, isn't it? So as far as India is concerned, India we have less supermarkets and as well as the departmental stores. Ease of shopping and customized services. The present day customer wants to have what you called liberty, wants to have what you called freedom, as far as the selection of the items are concerned. And easy go, a big what you called pathways, good facilities, air conditioned kind of what you call environment, good lighting. So all these kinds of things are going to attract to the customer. So where is going to have such kind of things? In big shopping malls, supermarkets. Not only that, what they provide locational convenience, ease of shopping, and as well as the customized services. That's why the present day customer preferring what you call shopping in big malls, works for longer hours, fill-in purchase and other emergencies. So they are preferring for any fill-in kind of purchases and as well as for other emergencies. Since the shopping malls, supermarkets works for longer hours. Best example is Big Bazaar. Emergence of wholesale clubs. This is actually a new business idea. Here what happens, the manufacturers, they try to identify consumers who wants to purchase the item in terms of bulk. Because of that, what happens, they are going to provide big discounts to them. So this kind of model is also trending nowadays as far as the retail sector of India is concerned. So what is that segment of consumers who purchase on bulk and look out for substantial discounts and offers, which is a new format. Example, Food Bazaar. Hypermarkets. So more than a supermarket, what you can consider hypermarkets. So this hypermarket culture arises because of what you call the regular and repeated purchase of what you call the consumers. So when the retailers feels that their products are going to be sold on regular basis, the business is going to taking place, they show the interest to establish the hypermarkets. Extensive brand mix, superior value for money, all under one roof. So being the customer, how come we are going to benefit under the single roof? We are going to have more provision for the comparison of the various companies' products, and also we are going to have more value for the price whatever you are going to pay. So as far as what you called products are concerned, fresh produce, fast moving consumer goods, FMCGs, electronics and houseware. So under the single roof we are going to have variety kinds of products. So that kind of facility may not be provided by traditional kind of retailers. Best example is Pantaloon shopping malls, so which falls under the Hazer group. Okay. The final one is e-retailing. So they provide virtual shopping space. Actually, you need not to go to shop, you need not to see the product. Through the pictures only, you are going to come to a conclusion and you are putting an order. Understand? So this actually explains the importance of the internet. At the ease of what is called home itself, the products are going to reach to customer hands. So by that, what is happening? Time save and other services. What are the best examples e-retailing is concerned? eBay, Amazon, Flipkart. So all this comes under what you call the e-retailing. So what do you read? Importance of internet. So retailing means importance of internet, virtual shopping space, time save and other services. So today we have started second unit, retail in India and as well as international retailing information. We came to know retail in India largely unorganized, contribution to the GDP is 13%. So unaccounted retailers in terms of tea sellers, snack centers, barber shops, etc. So organized retailing, very small percentage, but slowly this culture has been rising because increment in the double income groups. So demand for frozen food, instant and ready to cook, eat food has been on the rise. So these are the emerging trends in organized retailing: trial and error, efficient buying, ease of shopping and customized services, emergence of wholesale clubs, hypermarkets and e-retailing. I stop here. We continue in the next class. Thank you so much.